I'm starting up the stream right now.
Cool.
Nice.
Did everyone get a chance to take a look at their notes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially the stuff
Yes.
at the very bottom.
I will. Yes.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm just reconnecting everything.
Let's see, which character is Clovis here? Korak Rindar. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Who draw? Oh, there's a. Okay, she's probably still working on her connection stuff. But we can omit Clovis. Let's see. His he has a fairly good backstory I can work with, but it's not gonna be game breaking if he isn't here. So.
Oh. Welcome back.
All right. I'm gonna give Clovis like 2 more minutes till 8:13. So if you guys, let's go ahead and do some introductions. I know Sophie hasn't met anyone here. Okay. We'll have Mike in 1 sec. Okay. So I know Sophie hasn't been introduced to everyone. She was a little bit of a late entry. Everyone else here, I believe, has met each other already. So if we want to just go down the list here, we got Divine, and then Fukuro, who is Sophie, and then Hopeful Now, and Ken.
All right. Name is Jackson.
Yeah.
Some people call me Divine due to my name on here. I will be playing Gareth the Silver Wizard. Excited to play with you guys. Hell yeah.
Yay. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Kenneth, but you can call me Ken. I'm playing Char Nixabal, and I'm also excited to be here.
I'm looking forward to scarring your character for life. Yours specifically. It's going to be one of them that I'm looking forward to.
Oh my god, I'm excited. Oh, I'm also very new to D&D, so I'm in your care. Like,
I joined Twitch. Am I doing it right?
No. So the Twitch is so that's for you guys to reference. Like if you want to watch the stream, or if you are willing to give me a follow on the channel, I would appreciate it. But yes, this is just something that you guys can look at and watch if you want to see replays and whatnot. I'm just saying this is where I'm sharing the stream to.
Got it.
So, yeah, if you're willing to give me a give me a follow. It would definitely be appreciated. If you are going to have the tab open, please make sure it's muted, just because it's I don't want there to be feedback and echo.
All right, can y'all hear me, by the way?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yes.
Alrighty.
So I think you're the last one to do the introduction. Did you
Yeah.
hear everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sophie or Girl. Been playing D&D for a while. I'm playing Lavender this campaign, and well, nice to meet y'all.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
So let's go ahead and jump into the action. We start. All of you are starting in the in the world of D&D. We're going to start off with Gareth, who is our wizard here, the white dragonborn wizard. You have spent your life to uncover magical secrets, and you have uncovered many. You are looking for ways for mortals to surpass the various gods, and you tend to have lowly opinions of the gods, and why you wonder why they hide their power away, and what you're seeking ways to rise above them. Hearing various rumors within the kingdom of Stonecall, a kingdom known for its high human population as well as its very, very strong magical affinity, you decide that you want to set up a meeting with one of the scholars there, whose name is Esarion Haleth. You put out a contract for an escort there, and you encounter Char, and you guys go on are about to embark from the Freedom States towards the Kingdom of Stonecall, and I'm going to let you guys do some interact with each other.
Okay. I guess the scene is, are we just kind of like walking through the seats, or?
So you guys are starting in. You guys are either in the forest, or so. Let's say you guys you're leaving the Freedom States. So an area where the Fae are heavily present. Let me go open up this map here. It's a nice heavily forested area. At the gates to the Freedom States, you look around. It's nice greenery. It's with a very, very simple pathway going through a mostly peaceful forest. There shouldn't be many problems on your way to Stonecall, but there's you definitely should take care on your way there. But there's generally no problems on this particular route, as it is frequented with lots of trade between Stonecall and the Freedom. There's lots of trade between Stonecall and the Freedom States. You see many elaborate brick walkways going to and from, but the way that you're going is very, very clear which one. It is a very predominant roadway. It is the morning time. The sun is on your face. You hear the calling of the birds. You hear, the river rushing through nearby, and you are about to embark on this journey to Stonecall.
All right. I think Gareth is someone who prepares and plans quite a bit. So I think kind of meeting Char, however this contract was kind of set up specifically, we're getting ready on the road here, and Gareth would kind of, I don't know how tall Char is. Could you kind of explain what
Char
your character
is
looks
he? Actually, I'm gonna let you do that.
Oh, okay. Char is about 5'9". He has carmine skin and kind of like a crow black middle part. But his most distinctive feature is that from his forehead where two horns would be. There's both are kind of poorly cut, so they end up more jagged.
I think Gareth kind of looks you over, and he goes, Char, what is your credentials in this line of work?
I I praised the Moon Maiden, and the Moon Maiden has guided me to you.
Um, kind of saying that specifically, Gareth kind of winces a little bit, but goes, if that's what you say. But have you done any of this work before? Have you escorted anybody, defended anybody before? I need to know what I'm signing myself up with.
Char kind of like looks at you, and like if you look at Char, he looks like he definitely hasn't like eaten as much as he should. He's definitely on like the lighter side. And he goes, well, there's a first time for everything, right?
Um, for like, Gareth gives you almost nearly no reaction, then smiles and kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, certainly. I think you'll do great. Just, if you have anything you need, don't be afraid to ask. It should be, quite a bit of a journey heading over. Just know, from what I've heard, the people that we're going to meet, might not enjoy us specifically.
You know, I'm used to that, and I'm used to that. That's yeah.
Well then, do you need anything before we're on our way?
Bread? I haven't had breakfast yet.
Oh, and he kind of looks around, his like satchel or something. I don't know if I even have food on me. I don't actually have food. Oh my god, I don't have food. Um, we could how about I buy you breakfast before we head out? We can do that, and then we'll head on our way.
And Char kind of just smiles happily, you know.
All right. And I assume that we head off. As part of our introduction, we'll get breakfast and head off to the city.
All right. So as you guys are walking along, both of you engage in various conversations. Gareth, your obvious reaction to him pledging himself to the saloon, the moon deity, was he noticed that and he bore some degree of curiosity. Do you guys want to engage in that particular role play?
I mean, I guess it depends on like if Char reacts to it at all, or whenever they notice it or something.
Char doesn't really notice it, like the revulsion towards it, so he's kind of just happily ignorant.
Yeah, I say Garrett's opinion isn't more that he's disgusted by it, but more of like, you can do better. He knows people can do better. And that's how he thinks about it, I guess, in his mind. So I think as long as it's not brought up, he just lets it go and lets it be. He just knows that Char's probably nervous first time doing this, and he wants to make sure that he sets things up properly.
All right. So while you guys are on your way to the sorry?
I don't
Oh,
know if
I heard something, but I wasn't sure. So as you guys travel from the Freedom States towards Stonecall, through the Face Strand pathway, you notice that the magics of the Fae seem to become less and less frequent. As you start to travel next to the Lake of Broken Stone, you see various remnants of a historical event that occurred approximately 500 years prior. You see giant stones, various forms of rubble of what you could probably imagine was a mountain at some point. How it got there, you're not quite sure. You may, Gareth, you may have heard rumors at one point that there was some sort of magic had decimated a large mountain in the area, but you have not quite read up on that as much. As you cross the... Oh, sorry. Did you want to...
No, go ahead. If you're gonna keep going,
No. If you have something, feel free.
Yeah. I guess we're walking down, and Gareth kind of looks over and goes, "That must have been a sight to behold. Imagine the power that was needed to create something like that."
Well, I mean, it sure is something, but I don't know. I think there's a reason it's not here, right?
Maybe. But I like to think of why it's not here.
That's interesting. So having like studied at like the church, would I know like anything more specific about like what it could be?
For your character does not know of this particular event. You would not have studied this. This knowledge has not really gone out in your particular direction, and it's really contained within 2 different locations, but it's not something that your character would know.
Well, I mean, I wonder if something like this would happen again, right?
Gareth kind of smiles a bit and goes, if there's a reason for it, then maybe, but I doubt it. What are your plans once we get into the city? I know you're more of a kind of work for hire, but after everything's said and done, what do you plan on doing?
Well, You know, I haven't really put my mind to that. Maybe I'll go and ask the Moon Maiden. She can guide my way once again.
Have you ever thought of maybe choosing for yourself?
I chose for myself once upon a time, and it did not end very well. I would like for that not to happen.
I can understand that. Well, hopefully whatever is chosen for you is something more preferable.
And to you too. And Char kind of goes on ahead, kind of like gripping his like pendant that like is like the pair of eyes and the 7 stars of the Moon Maiden, kind of like a little bit more anxious as he walks away.
All right. I think that's a good place to stop that scene too.
All right. Moving over to Korak Rindar.
Yep.
You having completed one of your ancient digs, you brought the Claw of what's the dude's name? I know I said it to you.
Hang on.
What? Oh, I'm blanking on this.
Koros.
The Claw of Koros, that's it. Having retrieved the Claw of Koros, you took it back to your family home within the Rishali Kingdom. And your family of the Rindars, very, very well-known artificer family, with significant influence within the Kingdom of Lockhorn, despite the lower status that the orcs have within this dwarven kingdom. You are prompted by your family to seek information in the Kingdom of Stonecall. You begin to travel as you step out of the caves. You do not have much fear going down towards this kingdom because you're not that far away from the Kingdom of Stonecall, and this particular section of road, the Stonecall vein, it's not very particularly dangerous. There's not many bandits. You don't really fear a whole lot, and you feel confident in striding out by yourself. as you move along the roadway, you do see that as the sun is coming up, that the lake, it reflects towards you, and it's into your eyes. Yes, and your gauntlet that you're wearing, this Claw of Koros, somewhat begins to react.
Hmm. I bleh bleh. All right, it's reacting weirdly. I am going to have a mental pause because I can't think at the moment. Bleh. Okay, I am going to basically try. What kind of reaction is it making?
It feels like it's starting to activate in some sort of way. The light reflecting off the surface of the water, in sort of a concentrated beam, is causing it to vibrate with some degree of magic. And it's not all. It doesn't seem like it's powering up per se, as it is just simply responding to this concentration of energy that's coming from the lake.
Well, being curious and this being the first time it's reacted like this, I am going to start going in that direction, see if anything changes.
And as you descend down the mountains, and the light of the lake begins to shift off of you as the sun rises, the gauntlet seems to go back to its original state. It does not move, shake, doesn't seem to make any additional motion.
Huh. So it was almost like a reaction with the moon?
Well, no, the sun is up. It's morning time, and
Oh.
and you're heading down towards Stonecall, and it's reacted a little bit to the impact of the sun reflecting off of the lake.
I'm going to go down to the lake itself and sort of spend a bit of time investigating, sort of trying to determine if there's anything special about the
sorry.
lake itself.
Maybe do a nature or arcana check if you wanted. That's what.
I am gonna go with the.
What kind of a check do you want to do?
I'm gonna go with Arcana, and you guys are on roll 20. Hang on.
An Arcana check.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Damn it, that didn't work.
I don't have that particular application in here. Or is that your roll?
That's meant to be my roll. It just. Yeah. Still getting roll 20 booted up.
Do you want me to roll the die for you, or?
Sure.
Okay. 2 over 1. So you roll the 3. I guess with the plus 3, you're gonna get a 6. You don't really know anything about this. It's like you kind of get you know some light shown on it. You kind of guess that maybe it had something to do with the lake, but you don't really have much more instinct beyond that.
I think what he is going to still do is basically grab like a flask or something and grab some of the water.
So the lake is actually beyond the kingdom that you're originally heading to.
Oh.
So with this is a extraordinarily large lake. If you need a reference for the map itself and where you're coming from, the map is in the campaign chat. So you're at the bottom part of the mountainous area of the Stonecall vein, and you'd be traveling down that road towards Stonecall.
Got it.
Okay. Is there any other action you want to take, or are you just going to continue towards Stonecall?
So basically, the lake was in the distance, reflecting it wasn't something
Yes.
super close by.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna basically. I can't speak right now. I'm definitely going to want to check that out later when I am much closer to the lake.
Okay.
But for now, I sort of start heading in the direction of Stonecall.
All right. So you continue towards Stonecall. All right. I'm going to switch characters over to Lavender. So Lavender, you, having attempted many different challenges in the Kingdom of Rishali, you are seeking additional challenges in your life, and you are looking for a way to. You feel like you've gained all that you could from Rishali, and you are seeking newer adventures. So, understanding the cultural disdain in Rishali towards Stonecall, you take the time to go see what the fuss is like. See if there's actually nothing there, or if there's something you can probably find that can rise up to the challenges that you seek. As you're traveling along the pathway of broken stone, you see 3 gigantic sentry towers.
Like wooden, stone.
Yeah, so 3 gigantic stone sentry towers. These are made of seemingly old stone, and they rise up at least 200 to 300 feet. They're quite tall. And as you approach, there's many different guards there that are stationed that look on you with suspicion. They don't necessarily say anything to you until you actually arrive. And one of the guards approaches you and they ask, well, are you traveling with any particular goods? And what is your business in Stonecall?
Unfortunately, I don't have much besides the clothes on my back and a few other possessions. I just came to Stonecall to see if I could get an odd job, maybe help as a bouncer at a tavern somewhere. Just basically push my luck, see what I can do. I assure you, I am not here in your city with any ill intent.
The guard listens to you and nods, and he says, "While you are not here to cause problems or make a scene, I would advise that you be careful regardless. I wish you the best of luck," and he sends you on your way.
All right.
As you approach Stonecall, you see various farmlands on your way up the road. You see the lake on your right side. You also see various, large chunks of stone sticking out of the ground away from the lake. And, you don't see anything specifically odd about them, but they do seem out of place in these gentle farmlands.
Can I make a history? No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have any history or insight on this matter. And I do not believe I would have anything else. Maybe can I make a investigation check?
Yes, you can go ahead and do a roll for investigation.
Would that be a D20?
I believe so. Let me.
Indeed,
Alright.
it would be.
Okay, I'm rolling now. I got a 6 plus my plus
+2.
+2, yeah, so 8.
So you don't really see anything beyond what an ordinary person would see otherwise. It seems like it's jagged rock. It looks like it was part of a mountain, but you don't know how it got there. It just looks like it's just been there for the longest time.
Fascinating.
It's a cool looking rock for sure. It looks.
I gotta ask 2 questions. One, does it have any plants on it? Is it just barren, or is there parts of like the farmland growing into it?
It doesn't seem to have any vegetation growing on it. It looks as if the vegetation itself is rejecting the stone. It does not. It's not growing on the stone, but it's not actively trying to. It seems like it's not trying to retreat from it, but it's certainly not growing on it.
All right, and my other little question would be, what season is this? Like, would the fields be barren right now? Would anything be growing right now?
It is early summertime. The farmers are out. They are currently planting. Some of them are planting their fields with various fall-time crops. Some of them are in the process of harvesting their late spring crops. But it's the equivalent of June, early June.
I just tell myself, how peaceful, how nice. That rock sure looks interesting, though. I wonder what it's doing here. Maybe I'll find out some other time. I should probably head to Stonecall right now, though. Come back later.
And you continue on your way. Moving over to Aaron.
Yes.
So you get up for the day and you go about. You have heard a rumor about the mysterious amulet, the ancient amulet that your family is aware of. Your ancestors having been at one point in the Order of the Scholars, but now are involved with the drug trade. You are looking for leads on this ancient amulet that you have heard some rumors about. You have actively taken an effort to go and seek an audience with Esarion Haleth. But unfortunately for you, he had rejected your request, as he had already booked an audience for today. As you walk along the streets, you see various merchants lined along the side of the road. You pass by your favorite pub, and you continue walking towards the Order of Scholars. You still want to try to seek an audience with him today, but you understand that you might not be successful. What would you like to do?
Well, considering that I still need to find some leads, even though I might not be successful, I am going to the pub to to gather some information about if there's anything strange that's been going on in the black market relating to the drugs my family is secretly distributing.
Okay. So as you enter this pub, also known as Geld's Tavern, it's still morning time. They could probably serve you alcohol. They probably won't because it's a bit too early for alcohol. Probably the equivalent of 8 or 9 in the morning. And Geld sees you and he gives you a wave and a smile. And he says, "Aye, lad, what are you looking for today? What can I help you with?"
Not much. I'll have an ale as usual. I just slide into the booth and how's the business been going recently?
An ale this early in the morning, man. I wonder how you do it, lad. Early business has been going well. My wife has been good. My children are good. They're healthy and they're happy. Are you sure you don't want any breakfast, son?
Oh yeah, I probably should have some actual food to go with the drink. Drink. I'll have some sour bread if that's available.
Sourdough bread. I will get that right up for you. Would you like any meat, son?
Yeah, I'm not looking for anything too oily in the morning.
No eggs, no meat. You just want some toast and ale, huh?
Yeah, I got rejected. My desire to have a discussion with the Order of Scholars failed again. So I need something to get this worry out of my mind.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a girl there for a second, lad. Well, it's okay. You can always get him next time. As he walks away, you sit down. You hear the ambiance of the pub around you. There's a few patrons. They're eating. There's nothing out of the ordinary happening, but it seems like it's a relatively peaceful morning. You don't seem to see anything out of the ordinary. You look outside the window, and there's random carts and rolling by. You see people bringing their goods and leaving with their goods. You see the occasional dwarf walking by, but you don't really see other races here. You just and you think to yourself, you note to yourself that there is a certainly underwhelming presence of other races outside of the dwarves. Then this Geld comes back. He has a smaller drink in hand for you. Seems to be concerned with you drinking too much in the early morning, and he drops a piece of toast, and he says, "Would you like some butter, son?"
Yeah, sure, why not?
And he lays down a plate of butter and a knife for you to scoop the butter with, and he gives you your a smaller drink than maybe you wanted, but certainly enough to take care of you. And the toast itself, it tastes like ordinary sourdough. It's delicious. The butter is well good, and the drink itself is, it's your favorite. You enjoy it. It's nice and nice frothy, and it's very appealing to you. So after you pay Geld, at this point, what would you like to do?
Say, Geld, have you ever do you know anything about you know a lot of people around town. Have you heard about anything that's strange going on in the underbelly of the city, like in the darker parts of town?
Lad, that's a dangerous question for you to be asking. Lots of stuff lots of things be happening. There's lots of whispers in the shadows these days. Now, whether you want to be on the right side or the wrong side, it's up to you. Now, what is the right side and wrong side? Only time will tell. But I believe that is a dangerous question to be asking.
Humor me, I said, shrugging. Shrugging. I have been on both the right side and the wrong side, so I'm not exactly scared, more curious.
Well, as you say, if you've ever heard the expression, curiosity killed the tabaxi.
I chuckle, but but satisfaction brings it back, doesn't it?
Aye, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. And sometimes it ends with a knife in your back. So, if I was you, I would try to go make an audience with the Order of Scholars again.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I said uh, as I got up. Well, I will try. I will take your advice, stay out of trouble, and gather more information on the right side of town. I guess. I said as I took my food and setting a corner, setting a corner and perk my ears up to listen to what the other bar patrons are talking about.
You hear various notations of how people's days are going, whether or not they're going to be going on an adventure. You hear Geld inquiring about to some different adventures, like what kind of work are you doing today? And you say, oh, we're doing some escort missions out to Rishali, or it's just going to be a trade escort. It's nothing that might catch your ear or seem out of the ordinary. There's ordinary mercenaries that don't seem to carry any specific. They don't seem to draw any attention to themselves. It's just nothing out of the ordinary. Can be heard.
I see. Well, I guess there is nothing I can do but to go to the Order of Scholars again.
All right, and you get up and you leave the pub. Shifting back over to Gareth and Char. As you guys approach the gates of Stonecall, you notice very specifically that there is a distinct lack of races aside from humans. You see the occasional dwarf coming through, that they are not necessarily mistreated, but they're not treated well. And as you enter the gates, you see people on the right and left either staring in your general direction, and the people that you see ahead of you start to move one way or another to avoid coming into contact with you.
Yeah. I think I kind of just look over to my companion here and go, I wouldn't pay them any mind. Our trip here should be short, and those of the ignorant variety can be to their own business.
I agree. There's a lot of staring eyes here.
Yeah,
I think
Sorry, keep going.
I think it'd be best if maybe we weren't so out in the open. I don't think they really like us, Mr. Gareth.
Say that again. My roommate just came in.
Oh, I think we should go somewhere without as many eyes. I don't think they really like us here.
Yes, we should. But let's make sure we can get our mission first. Wouldn't want to cause any problems later down the line.
And as you walk along this the roadway, you see in front of you, as you approach the center of the city, you see this gigantic wall that tends to circle around a much taller castle. You see various archways within this circle, and down the pillars of this ring that encircles the inner castle. You see lots of many different windows, and as you come closer, you see more and more people dressed in robes. These people that are dressed in robes of different varieties. You see them. They're mostly in blue, so blue robes with just a hood up, and you can't really necessarily see people's faces, but you can tell that this is meant to be you believe that these are the order. This is the Order of the Scholars. You know, the more ornate their robes are, indicates a higher degree of status. Yes.
My question is, we need to get like in the city, right? Like we're not in there yet. We have to like pass through. I assume like some type of gate with guards, right?
Yes, you are not quite there. This ring around the castle itself is going to be the gateway, but the initial walls where these roads are that leading into it, there's going to be more and more people, more and more homes, but the actual gates themselves you're about to come up on.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm ready to head over. Did I get like at least like a letter of like recognition or something, or like show what I'm doing here, or am I
Yes.
just free
Yeah,
forming?
you were given a letter of recognition from
We didn't give the order a name.
huh?
I said we didn't give the order a name.
It's the Order of Deneir.
Oh, okay.
So from the Order of Deneir, and then signed by High Scribe Esarion Haleth.
Okay.
So as you approach to the main gates of the castle, you see two guards, and they ask you about your business, and they, the first one asks you about your business, says, what's your purpose here in Stonecall? What are you planning to do here? Are you trading anything?
Not draining anything. Just specifically looking for some information.
And what sorts of information are you looking for?
I don't think that's too much for you to know about. I do have a letter here that kind of explains my business, and that should be all from us.
And he takes the letter from you, and he looks it over, and he reads it, and he sees the stamp of the high scribe, the high scribe stamp that is in essence vouching for your presence there. And the guard says, "All right, you may pass through. Is this your companion?" And he
Yes,
motions the
and-
Char.
They'll be accompanying me through this city as long as I'm here.
I'm a hired escort.
Very
But I
well.
give the guard,
I'm a hired escort.
Very well. You both of you may pass through. Be wary of your time here.
I'll make sure to make the most of it, and I'll head in.
And these gates lift up and open as you begin to pass through. The feeling in the air about this place feels different from the outside. It's obviously to you a place of learning. You can feel what's the word I'm looking for? Not quite a reverence, but a solemnity to this particular kingdom that is not necessarily present within the Fae states. Whereas the Fae are chaotic, and their laws are constantly changing and favoring some states over others. And you recognize that this is certainly a more straightforward and very practical place to be. And
There's
it's certainly
structure.
very structured, very you can tell that it's a place of learning.
Okay. I would be excited to be around these people if it weren't for some of their views. My goal here shouldn't be that far away. I just need to speak to the scribes and get what I came for.
I know you employed me and everything, Mr. Gareth, but I never asked what are we exactly looking for here?
I seek some information on an amulet that might be helpful later on with my journey. Other than that, there's not much else that needs to be known. Just more knowledge is what I usually go for.
Well, knowledge is always good. Would you like me to go with you to wherever we're going, or should I stop by our tavern?
Love you to accompany me.
Oh,
I appreciate your company.
Char kind of like smiles, still gripping his pendant, but a little light in his step now.
All right. Let's find someone who we can speak with, and I assume I know what this place looks like where I'm going,
Yeah.
right?
So-
It's not like walking.
Yeah, so within this circle that you have entered, you see these various robed individuals coming in and out of the doors that are along this circle, and as you traverse along the side, as you traverse around the ring itself, you can you request assistance from various scholars, and you say, well, go down X number of doors, and you traverse down, and as you enter into the building itself, this archway, as it comes down, you can see it's a marble stone that comes down, and there's a open doorway. There's no like physical doors, but it's an open walkway that goes in, and as you enter, you see carpets and tables, and you see gigantic bookshelves, and in some places floating candles, and this is certainly a more magical area than outside of this ring, and the sense of magic in here is almost palpable as you search for Esarion, and you find him, and he asks, he says, Gareth, it is a pleasure to meet you. I have been looking forward to your audience for these days that I've waited. I have heard that you are looking for information regarding the ancient amulet, and I would love to answer your questions if they are appropriate.
Appropriate. That is a good term. I just want to see the prized possessions that you have. Kind of explore them myself as followers of the craft. I hope you would understand that knowledge is quite important to both of us. But lead the way.
Indeed. Deneir, the god of knowledge, has blessed us greatly with such. Let us travel to my chambers so we may discuss this further.
I would be happy to. My companion would be following us. He is just a little bit of insurance, but don't mind him too much.
As Esarion looks over towards Char, he eyes him with a little bit of suspicion, but ultimately waves it off and dismisses it. It's not his first time certainly seeing one of demonic descent, but it's certainly an extreme rarity to see one. And having lived amongst humans for the vast majority of his life, it's certainly a different sight to behold. He then leads you along past various bookshelves and up some stairs. And you sit down in this small little room that's it has various bookshelves and scrolls that are lined along the back of the room itself. There's a small little couch, as well as a seat, and then a desk that he might sit at. And Esarion asks, "Would you like some water at all? Would you like it? Do you need any food or water, or bread or water?"
Simply a cup would be fine if you have one.
Bread. I would like some bread, please.
And Esarion waves his hand, and off this book. Oh, hang on.
Oh, I thought that
Yeah, that's
was a noise effect, and then
No, hang on. Give me 1 second.
He raised his hand, and several cats come along with food and water for you.
Yeah, for a minute there, I thought it was like an actual sound effect, and for a second I was like, "Wow, that's good," and then I was like, "Wait, no, that's cats." We have to wait for him to break up his cats.
Must have been a crazy fight.
I'm here for it though. I'm starting to like the characters, kind of hearing everybody speak.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
You're good. I sincerely thought that was like a sound effect that was going on, and then I was just like, "Oh wait, no, those are just cats. That's actually cats."
Yeah, it's cats. Two of them that don't like each other got into a fight. Anyway, so where were we? So Char asked for some bread, and Gareth asked for some water, and Esarion waves his hand, and off, from the bookshelf, you see a shimmer of light, and you see some bread float off the shelf, and it lands on this little plate on the table in front of Char, and a small pitcher and a glass flies forward, and it the glass fills up with the water using this pitcher, and it also gently rests upon the table.
Gareth takes the cup and goes, "What a fine bit of magecraft." And kind of looks over the glass, and probably noticing it's a little warm, and kind of taps it with a finger, and ice cubes start to form inside the glass with shape water.
And this brings a smile to Esarion. Moving to Aaron real quick. So Aaron, as you are currently inside of the city. You going also to try to see Esarion. You notice Char and Gareth, and you see them go into the building that has the Order of the Scholars, where Esarion resides, and you decide to follow them in, and you see them follow. You continue to you see them meet Esarion, and you see them follow him. What would you like to do?
I want to eavesdrop on their conversation.
Okay. So can you roll I believe it's a stealth check?
Okay, I'll roll it on D&D Beyond.
Yes, I think it's stealth. Roll a stealth check.
25.
You rolled 25? Well, plus
Yes,
6.
19 plus 6.
Hang on, where's the...
Damn.
It do be that way sometimes. I was wondering if my passive perception would be higher.
Where's the... Hang on, am I looking... Oh, I'm looking at a different character, that's why. Okay. Yeah, no, there it is. Alright. Alright, so... You are easily able to find your way towards Esarion's chambers, and you hide yourself around the corner where you can listen in on their conversation. So Esarion says, well now that we are all comfortable, and I appreciate you showing me that interesting magic yourself, Gareth. What can I do for you? What can I answer for you?
Well, I heard through the grapevine, you have an artifact of well note. I would like to hear about this. Something that was locked in a tomb.
Esarion furrows his brow and he looks at you suspiciously. Why would you like to know this information? What is your purpose in seeking to acquire this information?
Well, I am simply a gatherer of knowledge, and well, this is something I don't know about, and I'd like it to add this to the catalog of knowledge that I would like to know. As a wizard, someone who practices the arcane arts, I assume you would understand this, correct?
He stays silent for a little bit, looking at you suspiciously, and he's thinking very carefully about what he would like to say. And he doesn't want to lie to you, but he also doesn't want to tell you what you want to know. He finally responds, this particular artifact that you are speaking of is not something that is shared openly. This is not something that normal people know about. Even the other scribes of this order, there are very few that understand or know about it. So I'm wondering how you acquired this information. This is private and privileged information.
Well, the organization I currently work with specifically focuses on containing dangerous artifacts, and well, this one seems to be pretty dangerous, if you would say.
It certainly is indeed dangerous, and that's why the tomb that it resides in is nigh unreachable within this tomb. The ancient heroes that once sealed it away ensured that it would never see the light of day again.
Then maybe with understanding we can make it less dangerous.
I want you to roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, that's fair. Persuasion, rolling. That is going to be a 16, 15 plus 1.
So, he says, I agree, I do not like the idea of it being there. And as of late, there have been rumors leaking out of the kingdom. I myself have been wondering if there's a way to acquire this artifact and offer it to the god that we worship, Deneir.
I think what would be best for everyone is if we were to understand what you have and keep it somewhere safe where no one can get to it. The people I work for specifically do this one thing. We are experts in dealing with this matters.
Like I said, as of now, no one has been able to reach this artifact. So as it is currently unreachable. So what can you do? What capabilities do you have that would be able to unearth this particular artifact?
Well, you say it's unreachable. Is it the location that's dangerous? Is it beyond your reach? Dimensionally? What are we speaking of?
From my specific knowledge acquired through the various writings that we have, granted, these are ancient texts, so what we know is very little, and the people that did write it didn't want us to know everything. And those that have been sent, to my knowledge, have either never returned or returned back. And there have been many people that have gone, in some in great numbers, some in few numbers.
Then
In
simply offer the task to me and my group, and we, with our own coffers, will fill out groups to head out and retrieve this object. As long as something's being done, it's better than nothing, correct?
I don't mean to interject, but I mean, if the problem is that it's unreachable, we just have to reach it, right? That doesn't sound so hard.
I think Gareth will kind of give a bit of a start, but kind of taking advantage of this, will look over and goes, see, many people seem to already be looking for this object. Do you still want to keep this a secret? And he kind of does it with quotations. News will get out, and well, it's better left somewhere where people know where it's at, rather than constantly something to be quested over.
Gareth, I want you to roll an active perception check.
Let's vibe it. I love my wisdom. Oh, my wisdom's so bad. It's 14.
It's 14.
Yep.
You notice something in the back of your mind that there's someone that you believe that you might be being watched, but it doesn't seem it doesn't rise to the level of you necessarily needing to speak out. You can choose to do so, but it's you
Can I, like...
sense something watching.
Okay, so like the feel that I'm getting. Can I like roll an Arcana check to kind of get a vibe if it's something of an arcane nature? Is my mind being read?
No, it is. Your mind's not being read. It's
okay. So okay. I don't say anything. I leave it be.
Esarion looks over at Char and says, "Well, if you are able to reach it, you would certainly be the first ones to do so. And I admire your determination to do so. It seems like you are a good young boy. Your character is young, right?
Yeah, well, he's like around 20, 21-ish.
Okay, yeah. You're a good young boy. You seem like a good young boy.
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound so hard. And Mr. Gareth here seems pretty great. So, and worst comes to worst, I mean, I have the Moon Maiden guiding me.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make it.
So what do you say? Grant us the knowledge we need. We probably can round up a few others, and let's take this journey for you. Take it off your hands.
I want you to roll persuasion at advantage.
Alright.
Because he is amenable to the idea of having it taken away. But...
Oh, nat 20. Hell yeah.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
So it's,
He says,
21.
and he says, I like the idea of it. There have been some rumors going around that have reached my ears that could prove to be the downfall of this kingdom. I will not go into the details now, but I would like for you to see for yourself whether or not you can actually go and acquire this artifact, this amulet.
At the sound of amulet, I cast a minor illusion to create a bit of confetti cloud as I a smoke screen as I suddenly appear in the room, and yelled, "Hey! I was trying to get information about that amulet for years, and I actually work for an organization that specializes in studying the amulet, and you're now granting this information to strangers?"
He'll look over and go, how much are you willing to go for pay if I were to add you to this team? You seem to be interested enough.
You. No, well, that was easy. I stuttered because I didn't
Well,
want to.
Mr. Gareth, maybe. Who are you? You just kind of jumped in here, eh? What?
My thought is, if he's been going for years, what information does he have?
I mean, if Mr. Gareth, maybe we should talk about this first, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll kind of look over and go, if that's what you want, I see somebody who's excited to go over, and if you've been working for years, then maybe we could use the expertise. But I'll allow it to counsel.
Char is gonna go up to Aaron and be like, do you have any food on you?
Well, I have. I just went to the pub and he offered me some bread and butter. I saved some if you guys want it.
Hmm. Char's gonna turn back to Gareth and be like, he does have provisions. We do tend to lack those.
I do get to go to go out shopping. Yes. Um,
So
we can have a conversation all together later.
Esarion, Esarion, surprised at the random intruder, lets you guys discuss this, but he ultimately says, I would caution you to repeat any of these words outside of this room. This room itself has certain charms that prevent sound from escaping. However, this information is, to say privileged would be an understatement. There are many dark forces within this kingdom, and I have witnessed them that seek the amulet itself for their own nefarious reasons. If you are unable to make it to this tomb, and if you are able to acquire this amulet, bring it back to me, so that I may assist you with whatever investigation you might do with it. I would like to see it myself personally.
All right, I'll keep that
Agreed.
noted.
And he extends his hand towards Gareth.
I think, yeah, I think he takes his hand out and kind of an almost like a fake smile, just agrees. We'll agree to return it back once we have it.
And you guys shake hands, and you guys move to leave out of the tower, out of this particular section of this these archways that extend around the castle. And as you approach the street level, you encounter you go outside of the castle gates, and you encounter Korak. And Gareth, you recognize Korak, not from his face specifically, but because he's wearing his family emblem. You recognize his emblem on his clothing.
Okay. I have to remember the name. Sorry.
Rindar.
Rindar. Okay. Kind of looks over and goes. I assume we're just kind of chatting about what we're going to do next.
Yeah, you guys are discussing what you're doing next, going down towards these outer gates, outside the gates of the kingdom itself.
Yeah. We're starting to head out. I assume I see him, and then
Yeah, so he's approaching the castle, and you are about to pass him, but you recognize the emblem on his shirt. And Korak, you look up and you see a sight you have not really seen all that often. You see a dragonborn, you see a tiefling, and it's as rare it is for them to be in the Stonecall Kingdom, they're even rarer in Lockhorn. So it is certainly a different sight for you.
a Rindar. Huh. What brings you here?
Yes, I'm doing a I'm doing a bit of investigating into something that I found recently, but I must say this is certainly one of the most diverse groups I've seen in a while.
You could say that. Do you have the same expertise as your family does?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna kind of look over my group a bit. are you guys carrying any weapons on you? Like, I know I don't have. I have like a dagger maybe, but are you guys carrying anything?
Char
No.
is carrying probably like a shield, a mace, and holding them shakily, but yeah, he's carrying them.
I have a question. A question here. I thought I made my class warlock, but for some reason it has been changed to bard in the document you sent me.
No, I switched it back because I thought I saw you switch it over to a bard, and I was just trying to switch it over. But it's you're a warlock.
Yeah. Well, I use my Pack of the Blade feature to whisk out a blade of energy from my palm. Does this count?
That's
Quite
definitely
impressive.
definitely exotic. We might need somebody who can work with weapons and items.
Hmm.
You were doing work here. We should be back at some point. How are you
Hang
doing?
on, what kind of work are you doing?
We're trying to explore. We're looking for an object, but that's not necessary.
Oh,
I'm
are
willing to
you
pay.
now?
Yes.
How much?
15 gold pieces for your services, just to kind of help people with weapons along the road. Somebody who can keep everybody in tip-top shape, if you will.
Huh.
I'm willing to pay up front if you're willing to take the job.
I'm interested, but I can't just go around accepting without knowing what kind the thing you're looking for.
Well, if you want to know, it will have to remain confidential.
My lips are sealed.
Wow.
Well, we're looking for an amulet of sorts. Has very volatile properties.
Huh.
Trying to contain it, but I want to make sure the group is well off as well.
I'm in. I ran into some interesting things on my own that might be tied to this.
And Gareth will give you 15 gold because I don't lie. Hell yeah, gold for RP. So add 15 to your sheet.
Yep, added.
I gotta remove it from mine.
Okay. All right. I need you guys to roll an active perception check.
All right.
And that's a 12.
I have a 13.
I'm distracted by shiny things. It's a 4.
So, after you've made this, and Lavender, I'm bringing you in now. Don't worry, I'm bringing you in.
It's cool.
So,
I'll be right back. I have my own cat to deal with.
so as you are making this deal, he rolled a, what did he roll? Hang on, let me. Where's the dice log? Where do I see the dice log?
Dice log should be the box on D&D Beyond. Just kind of pick somebody's sheet and go over their box.
There we go.
There
Here we go.
Yeah.
Perception check. We got 13, 4, and 12. So Char and Korak are able to notice ahead of time stones that have been thrown in your guys' direction, and they are able to step out of the way. Gareth, you are unable to notice this in time, and you are struck by a stone. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me for damage.
That in.
Is there, if Char was able to notice this earlier, could he have like jumped in the way of Gareth So wait, Gareth didn't get hit and he got hit instead.
Roll for dexterity.
That's not very good.
I believe in you.
17?
So, Char, you do notice that this. Do you have a shield, or is it just a mace?
I have a shield.
You do have a shield. Where are you able to put it on your equipment?
Yeah, it's already in there. I think I have it equipped right now.
Yeah, because right now I'm seeing. Hang on. Inventory.
I have a chain shirt, a mace, and
there
a
it is.
shield.
Okay. So you are able to jump in the way and deflect the stone. Lavender, as you're approaching these castle gates, you do see that there are 3 people throwing stones towards this group of apparent non-humans, and
I am a human.
yeah, no, there's 3 non-humans.
Right.
So they're not throwing the stones at you, Aaron. They're throwing the stones at Korak, Gareth, and Char.
Yeah.
Get behind me, Gareth.
And these humans, these three guys, these hecklers and stone throwers, they get out of our kingdom. We don't want you here, you filthy lowlife monsters.
May I ask, how old do they look? Like, are they like in their 40s? Like, what are the age range?
They look like they're in their early 20s. They don't look like they're all that smart. They're a bit big and burly. They're certainly stupid. You know, they're not the smartest teacups in the alphabet soup. But you know, they're certainly throwing. They're old enough to throw rocks and get one thrown back at them.
All right. I naturally just kind of like walk up to them, not run, not anything too fast. Just basically, I'm assuming I'm approaching them from behind, or would I be in front of them?
So I have the. Okay, so I don't know how to go about this. So I have the encounter map pulled up.
Yeah.
Are you guys able to look that up or see it?
So usually how like
Yeah, sorry, I just pulled it up. Yeah, I just saw it.
Okay.
So I
So
literally just pulled it up.
yeah, so there's the human raiders. The human raiders are just
Where
these
would I go
bandits.
for that?
That's a good question. I'm looking at it from the DM side, so I'm not.
Yeah. So from your D&D Beyond sheet, we're at the top part where it says Campaign Shadows of Knowledge. Click the play button. That's right next to it. This is launch game.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh,
I can see it.
All right, so these 3 guys are all throwing stones at you, and obviously they're not being all that nice to you. So, but you are able, you know, Lavender. Their actions towards these 3 non-humans, from my understanding of your character, triggers your character.
Well, I feel in this situation, I'd be just more annoyed. I wouldn't bother yelling. I just start approaching the group, approaching Char, and of course I wouldn't know who these people are, but I'd go, "Are you all right? Are any of you hurt?"
So yeah, so Gareth, you actually don't take damage because Char is able to block the stone. He sees it and he's able to block it.
Yeah, I kind of, you block the stone. I kind of put a hand on your shoulder and go, "That was very good. I appreciate it." And I look over to our new guest and go, "I'm not much damaged, but my friend here must have been hurt just a little bit here."
I don't think anyone got hurt. No,
Yeah.
I thought you took like 1 damage.
No, nobody took damage because Char was able to block it with his shield.
My bad. Never mind. No, we're all fine. Ignore what I just said a minute ago.
I turn towards those guys and say, "Hey, these guys are with me. Can you not do that?"
Well, if they're with you, then you're just as bad as they are.
I suppose that was to be expected.
And they pick up additional stones. The orange dots are stones on the ground there. So
I'm honestly still having issues getting into the game.
So are you on D&D Beyond?
I'm on D&D Beyond on my computer. I'm in the campaign section.
Yeah. So if you're on your, are you on your character sheet?
Yes.
Okay. So on the very top row there, you should see short rest, long rest, campaign shadows of knowledge, and then if you click on campaign shadows of knowledge, you'll see a sidebar
Oh, the
pop
play
up,
button.
and then hit launch game.
Okay, yeah. I'm in now.
Okay. So, all right. So now, so these, yeah. So there now, Lavender, you're on that particular side. They're yelling at you, and they are itching for a fight. They want to fight you guys. It's very obvious. One of them's carrying a knife. One of them's carrying a club, and the other one just has his bare fist. And he reaches down to pick up a stone, and he throws it at you, Lavender. So can you roll a actually, what would I roll here? Would it just be dexterity?
Yeah, you could
suppose so.
do a dexterity save, or you could roll against Lavender's AC.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and do a dexterity roll for me.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you do it through the D&D Beyond?
So if you're on your character sheet, bottom left-hand corner, you'll see the dice.
Mhm.
Yeah, D20, right?
Yes.
D20 plus 1, all right. Well, plus 1. So 13.
Okay. Yeah. So So that's one way to do it, or you can just simply click on your dexterity itself.
That's cool. Neat. Got 13 again.
So, yeah. So you are able to catch the stone in midair. It stings a little bit in your hand, catching a rock stone that was thrown that hard, but it doesn't do any damage to you.
One quick question. I should have brought this up before. Is it a shiny stone, or is this just your typical street pebble?
It's a street pebble.
Okay, in that case, I just flick it to the ground.
Okay. So yeah. So they're itching for a fight. They want to fight you. They're trying to goad you into a fight here, and they keep shouting insults and denigrations towards you, and approaching a little bit more and more.
I think I would move forward and be like, well, I'm in a new city, and this seems like a challenge. Let's go.
All right. So now, you guys can choose whether or not you want to fight. And I imagine you guys are all going to be fighting.
Char's gonna turn to Gareth and be like, Mr. Gareth, should we go, or are we going to settle this?
So, what I think Gareth does is you ask him this, and he goes, No. I think I want to see how this plays out. We're still missing. I don't think we have enough people yet, and let's see how well she fares. And I will sit out for the fight. I'm not gonna touch this.
Okay.
You guys can fight. I'm gonna chill.
So you're going to back up. I'm going to put you back there. So
Char is if Char will be wherever in front of Gareth, or any way that he can protect Gareth.
Is there any water near me at all?
So yeah, this is a bridge here, and there is I believe. Hang on, let me check the map, make sure. So there's no, actually yes, there is a body of water on this bridge that runs underneath this bridge, and it's about 50 feet below the bridge itself, but there is a river flowing through.
Will you let me perform one action before the fight? I'll still be out of the fight. I just want to make sure to kind of give Char freedom.
So what action are you taking?
I think he would see Char try to kind of help out, but he also wants to see more of what Char can do. We haven't gotten to a combat yet, so he would kind of wave off to the water, and a big a 5-foot cube of water will erupt from the river, flow in front of Gareth, and then turn to solid ice.
So
I'm basically making a giant shield for myself, so
it's like that right there.
Yep.
So you get this giant stone of ice that's a 5x5 thing. Okay, cool. So he's protected. So Char, are you going to engage in the fight, or are you going to stay next to Gareth?
Char's if Gareth can hear him through the eyes, Char's gonna be like, "Oh, Mr. Gareth, you forgot about me. I can't really protect you from the other side."
Char, I believe in you, and I want to see kind of what I'm getting my money's worth here. If anything goes wrong, we'll stop it. But let me see what you can do, please.
Char turns around, like shield and mace in hand, very much shaking, and is going to like somewhat be ready to be in the fray.
Okay. So where are you starting for this fight? Because Lavender's starting. So Lavender's starting right here.
Char would move a little further, so he'd be
So
either
right
here or
closer to
here.
right there. Because
Korak would be moving forward.
yeah, so you'd be. Hang on. So you would be about 30 feet away from the closest person. Then Korak moves forward a little bit. You are within. You are 18 feet from the closest person. Aaron is 25 feet to the closest person, and then Lavender, you are pretty much within striking distance.
Yeah.
You're about 10 feet away. All you would need to do is take a step forward and swing your sword, and you'd be able to hit one of them.
Yeah. I suppose if it's good to get started fighting, that's exactly what I'll do.
So,
I
all right.
I'll just take.
So
Yeah.
with this, we can, if you guys want to, we can do the initiative rolls, or we can attempt to do the combat system that I mentioned.
What is the system?
So it's a simultaneous combat system. Basically, everyone rolls everyone says what they want to do. They roll. So if you're going to cast a spell, you say, "I'm going to cast magic missile," and I'm attacking the darkness, and then we all laugh, and then someone says, "Okay, well, but so it's going to be movement. So everything that you're going to do as far as your movement all happens first, including the bandits, or these guys that are these fighters. They're all going to. Everyone gets their movements in, and then the attacks happen, and then the spells happen.
Perhaps we should just stick with regular rolls for now. Maybe once we get more used to fighting together, we can just switch to all at once.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah, this.
All right. So go ahead.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
All right, let's do that.
Initiative. Okay, that's pretty okay. I rolled a 12.
Okay, so we got.
I saw that as a 1 on my dice itself.
Well, you guys all get to go first because all of my guys rolled super low. So
The curse of being a DM, never being able to roll above a 10.
I rolled a 4.
I feel it so much every time.
So
I accidentally rolled twice. Mine's 18.
okay, so we're doing. All right, so Aaron, you were up first. You can.
Oh, sorry. Mine was 18. I guess accidentally rolled twice. I misunderstood. Apologies.
18. There we go. All right, so Lavender, you're up first. You have these people right in front of you. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm already kind of thinking to myself about this and kind of trying to be more logical about it. I'm not going to rage at any point right now. It's not yet. I mean, I just called a fucking stone. I'm not immediately going to be. If it hit me, maybe they'll be a little more angry, but right now, not really. So, I'll get sort of. And then I'm also. This is a really quick thing. I'll be thinking to myself, should I kill these people? And I just remember my encounter at the gate, all the questions being asked. It'd be really inconvenient if my adventure ended right here with me going to jail or something similar. So I'm gonna try to use my greatsword, but leave the sheath on. I'm not gonna try to kill any of these people. And I'll swing at the guy right in front of me.
Which one? The guy in the middle, right or left?
Guy in the middle, human reader in the middle.
Okay, I need you to roll to attack.
That's it. Oops, I did damage instead, sorry. Let me do hit DC. 11.
So the the AC for this character is 14. So,
Damn.
These guys are strong.
well, actually, I'm probably gonna lower the DC, the AC, because it says human raider because I couldn't find something smaller than this guy. So,
We got this, guys. We got
I'm
this.
gonna their AC is gonna be 10. I'm gonna make their AC 10 across the board. And you got a 12.
11.
You got an 11. All right, go ahead and roll for damage.
All right, here we go. 13 total.
You did 13 damage.
Yeah, it rolled to 2d6 plus 7.
Okay, so you hit this guy on right in the middle, and you just kind of like give him a good hard smack in the ribs, and he kind of like fumbles off to the side with this particular strike, and he's very much clearly in pain as a result of your strike. So he is going to go like this. He's going to end up walking over this direction as you hit him.
Hmm.
Are you hitting him from the right or the left side? Because I'm just probably going to put him here.
I just give him a good whack. I'm right-handed, so just kind of raise it over my head from the left, draw it down to the right, like kind of the slash. So yeah, just whack him to the right.
Okay. All right. And then next up we have Aaron. What are you? And moving forward a little bit. So Aaron, what are you going to do at this point? What are you doing with your turn? You are about 24, 25 feet away from the closest people, 26 away from the last one on the left side there.
I ask them, are you sure you want to fight us? These are the guests of the Order of Scholars. They're pretty much welcomed. But if you are sure you want to use force, I will give you force, I said as I ready an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and roll. It's wisdom, right? Wisdom.
Wisdom for Eldritch Blast?
No,
Right.
I am.
Or is it?
It's an attack roll.
Oh, attack roll.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
14 definitely hits.
Okay. So
I'm going to
then roll for damage.
I'm going to target the guy that's holding the stone. I'm also going to specifically try to blast the stone out of his hands.
So yeah. So are you trying to shoot the stone, or are you trying to shoot him?
With the hand that's holding the stone.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. 'Cause if you were just aiming at him, I'd do a regular AC. But if you're just shooting for his hand, your shot fires past his hand. You're able to hit the stone itself, but it doesn't actually injure him at all.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to kill him. I just want to make a statement. Can I
Alright.
roll intimidation?
All right. And which guy did you shoot at?
The guy was holding the stone.
Which one?
The guy Lavender just punched.
The one that just got hit.
Yes.
So all right. So he stumbles back a little bit more because Eldritch Blast. Yeah, the stone gets knocked out of his hand. He's already kind of fumbling around, and he's just moves back a little bit further because he's hurt. He's now he's not holding a stone anymore, but he's kind of. I didn't ask for intimidation.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So, all right. So now we have Char. You're up next.
Char, still shaking, is going to grip his pendant of the Moon Maiden, and kind of like look towards the person like directly in front of him, like that he can see, and he'll be like, can you just leave us alone and just go? And he's going to cast command with flee.
So, is that one a multi-target ability?
No, it's just one person.
Okay, so which one are you going to target?
The one that's above Lavender.
So the one on her left.
Yes.
Okay. Roll.
It's a
Yeah.
wisdom save.
Yeah.
It's DC 13.
Let's see. So I'm rolling, right? That's right.
Yes.
It's he rolls and you get. Were you guys able to see that?
No.
Did it? Hang on. Let me. I'm gonna re-roll it. Roll. I was saying to
right
self.
back.
Hang on. Roll to everyone.
Right,
There
so-
we go.
Let's say I don't think we see rolls through D&D Beyond
Okay.
from DM unless they're.
So you tell this guy that he needs to run away.
Yes.
Okay. And
Oh, it's a DC 13.
DC 13. So command.
Yes.
Speak one word command. You say flee.
Yes.
So he turns around. He just starts to book it for his turn. So he's just I'm just gonna put him towards the back of the map here, and there we go. I think that's about 30 feet. I can't see. He's like right there, somewhere in that range. So yeah, so he spends the whole time just running directly away from Char. Okay, next is Korak. What are you gonna do?
Let's see how this is already. Oh, okay, so they're already being routed. So yeah, I'm gonna go over to this guy, whack him with my mace, but more in a way to sort of like, basically like in the leg, or something, not basically going non-lethal.
So where are you gonna strike him?
Like in the leg.
So you're gonna hit him right on his thigh.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack. And you go to swing your mace at this dude's leg, and he steps back real quick, and he's able to dodge it effectively.
Oh yeah. I also do booming blade on him.
Booming.
That
Blade?
should have been.
Booming blade.
Booming blade is a spell rather than an attack, but it applies to an attack. It should be called out before
Oh,
the
it's
attack
meant to be
happens.
cast the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But it essentially applies an effect to the target that if they move after they're hit, then they take damage. But yeah, it's like a spell blade kind of effect.
okay, yeah. So I would say next time cast it. Right now you've missed.
Which means never mind anyway.
Okay. So
Oh, that's how it works.
okay. So the first human raider, obviously upset that he's just been taking a hit. He wants to strike back at Lavender, so he moves forward, and he's the one that's holding a knife. So he moves forward and he tries to strike Lavender, and it's an 8.
My armor class is 14.
So he completely misses. He's having been smashed inside of the in the in his rib cage. He had a stone that was in his hand, like blasted away. He tried to pull out his knife. He ended up like getting it caught, and when he eventually did try to swing his blade out, it completely missed. Then guy number 2 is the one that just spent his whole turn running away. And then guy number 3, he's the guy with the fists here. He dodges Korak's attack, and then he goes to do an unarmed strike on Korak. And he rolls a 13.
A 13 would... No, that doesn't seem right. I... Okay, yeah, it misses. I just didn't have my scale mail equipped.
So you did have it prior to this, or you okay?
I had it, I just didn't click on it in my sheet.
Okay, so he completely he throws a punch at you, and you're able to sidestep the strike without any problems. Okay, so now we go back around. Gareth, you're watching on. Do you have any particular thoughts on the fight so far?
Yeah, Gareth is just in the background. He gives a small clap. You guys are all doing wonderfully. Keep on with it. I believe in you. And we'll continue to sit back there. He's trying to see how everybody reacts to conflict, I guess.
All right. So Lavender, it's your turn again.
Before I do any attack, can I try and roll an intimidation check on the guy I hit?
Sure.
I'm just going to go. The human, just fucking run. And let's see, where's intimidation? There. A 14.
So he fails the check, and he's, you're able to successfully intimidate him, and he's obviously not all that interested in trying to fight you at this point. He completely whiffed his attack. You were able to bash his ribs in a little bit. He's in pain, so he just turns around and he just starts walking away. He just starts trying to move away as fast as possible.
And could I, would that count as my turn, or may I attack the other guy?
I'm going to count that as being your turn, as your
Yeah,
action.
that sounds fair.
Good. So Aaron, you're up next.
I smell
Yeah.
very appalling. Sorry.
I was going to say there's only one person in range, so it's guy C.
Yeah. I smile very apologetically to Char, Gareth, and Lavender and say, sorry about that. I promise not all humans in the cities like this. And
I knew about these folks. You shouldn't have to apologize.
I wish there were more of them.
I wish
more
they would just
people
leave us
dead.
alone.
That's an entertaining answer.
yeah, I will treat everyone to food as some sort of apology, I guess, later. But anyways, I cast Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me roll. That hits.
Jesus.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Already did.
All right. So you knock this dude square in the chest. He gets knocked back. Eldritch Blast does 15 feet knockback, 10 feet knockback damage, right?
Depends on
No,
the Eldritch
I
Invocation of the Warlock.
evocation.
Oh, it depends
Yeah.
on the evocation.
Yes.
Warlocks get evocations to alter their spells. He's level 1, so he might actually have some evocations, but depends on what it is.
Yeah, I got a pack of the blade, but now I'm thinking may be a bad idea. Maybe I'll change it later, but now I'll keep it.
You're allowed to change
Wait.
one each level up, so
Hang
it's
on.
fine.
Yeah.
Is it on your character sheet?
Yes.
Where is it on your character sheet? Because I have your spells pulled up. I see minor illusion, starry wisp, bane, dissonant whispers, fairy fire, and silvery bars.
No, that can't be right. I changed it. I got Eldritch by Arm Strike.
Wait, what character are we looking at?
Aaron.
Yeah,
I
I
see
changed
Eldritch
my-
Blast and Minor Illusion on my side.
Okay, I don't know what just happened. This website's been giving me problems all day. So
Yeah,
okay,
I
I see it now. I see it now because I should have taken a screenshot before that way I could have shown you guys. But all right, cool. So you got a plus 6 to hit, and all right. So you did 6 damage. 6 damage, right?
Oh, I rolled 4.
4 damage. So you do 4 damage to this guy, and he stumbles back a little bit because it's, you know, you hit him square in the chest, and he starts coughing. It knocks the wind out of him a little bit, and he's stepping backwards as a result of you hitting him. So,
Okay,
Char, you're up.
Tar is just going to move a little bit forward.
Where were you?
Right here. So kind of move towards the raider.
So you are within 34 feet. You could theoretically, I think, hit him.
He's just gonna like kind of just yell and just be like, all your friends are gone. Are you sure you don't want to go with them?
I think that'd be a persuasion check.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll for persuasion.
Oh, it's not good.
Yeah, after getting hit with this particular Eldritch Blast, he's, you know, he wants to run, but he wants to prove that he is capable of standing up to some lowlifes like you guys. He insists that, you know, he doesn't want to stand down to some lower class monstrosities like yourself. So he insists on sticking around.
It's the end of Char's turn.
Okay, Korak, you're up.
He's refusing to go, so I'm going to once again. Actually, no, I don't want to Brewing Blade. Bleh. I mace him.
Huh? Oh, you mace him? Oh,
Yep.
all right.
Once again,
roll for damage.
This one is more to the arm, basically trying to disarm him type of thing.
I mean, okay. Well, you are able to hit him, and so this is C, so he takes 5 damage, and you are able to disarm him. And by disarm him, I mean you smack him right in the arm, and now his right arm is non-functional.
Oh, that's
This could have gone a lot worse. Get out of here.
So, Human Raider A just completely runs away. He doesn't want to.
I gotta say, I definitely say I'm sure there's a human-based pun for this.
So, Human A, he keeps running. He doesn't want anything to do with this. So he's just you know, he's gonna go hide now. Human B, he runs back about here, and he's the guy with the big old mace, and he goes to swing at Lavender as she's the only person that is close enough as of right now. So and he rolls a 19 to hit you.
Ooh, that hits.
Okay. So let's roll for. So he's
Yeah,
charging. So he's rolling. I'm not going to do a 3 1d6. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do an extra 1d6. So he's going to roll 2 d6.
All right, do I do that on my end, right?
No, I'm doing it on my end. So he rolls up on you, and he swings, and he's able to smack you right in the arm. And,
Okay, so that's down
and
to
you hear an
11.
audible crunch, and you stagger back a little bit because it's, you know, it's quite a hit.
I think. Is it alright if I use? It's my turn. No, I'll have to wait. Never. Sorry.
I think third guy. Yeah, third guy's turn. It's because you weren't able to convince this dude. So this dude with his arm disabled, now he throws a kick at Korak now, and he rolls a 6.
He misses.
Yeah. So as he tries to kick forward, he lands his foot and he stumbles off to the left a little bit. So Lavender, you're up next. Or Gareth, do you have any other words of encouragement, or you want to try to speak to these guys, or?
You're almost done, everyone. We can get on our way here soon. Once you, well, deal with them. And I'll just kind of sit back. I've created an ice chair by this point. I'm just kind of sitting, chilling into my sofa.
You just
I'm
just
imagining
created
you've got
an
like
ice.
a little ice cup, like a little
Yeah.
teacup made of ice.
I got a little ice cup. I tap the ice cup. It fills with water. It's great. It's
I'm
lovely.
just picturing you like with this little ice Rubik's cube, and you're just like playing with it. Yeah, you guys are doing great.
What? Yeah, you
Definitely
can have
getting my
a drink that's having a little umbrella inside.
definitely getting my money's worth is what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
Yeah, so I would definitely, at this point, I just got fucking hit in the arm. I heard some crunch. I lost a good amount of hit points. I'm definitely just raging. Just getting so angry. I just be like, you fucking... I don't know a fey word for human, like a curse word, but I guess I want to yell that anyway.
You water drinker.
Yeah,
Doll ears.
yeah, you dull ears. And just
Call him a
go into
pillock.
rage.
That works every time.
Yeah, I guess try to like just take my sword out of the scabbard and just try to bury it in him as hard as I can.
Okay. And do you have, since you're raging, do you have specific bonuses?
I don't. Let me
You
see.
gain,
I don't.
you get a +2 bonus to damage. So when you while active, your rage follows these rules. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. When you make an attack using strength and deal damage, you gain a +2 bonus to the damage. You have
Yeah,
advantage
I
to
guess-
6. Okay.
I guess pressed on it. I'm not really sure how to activate rage.
Well, I guess you just activate rage. You can take a bonus action to enter rage if you aren't wearing heavy armor. You can use rage.
Yeah.
D&D, you just say the thing out loud and we do it.
I'm raging.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Hello,
fucking
yes, I would
furious.
like to rage now.
Yeah. I'm just fucking furious. Like, just but never yelled particularly loud. I hope that's noteworthy. But I'm gonna do roll for roll. Where do I roll again? Fuck's sake. Let's go to attack. Okay, I'm rolling.
See, all right. So it does hit, and since your sword is out now, you're trying to bury this right into this guy's chest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Roll for damage. All right. So you do. You are able to hit this guy, dealing 10 points of damage. You miss his chest, but you are able to like get it right in, like on his side. You go to stab him, he steps back. You're able to jab it right into his kidney. He's not gonna be able to donate any time soon, but but he takes 10 points of damage. You pull your sword out. He's very clearly hurt at this point, kind of pissed off, and very very much pissed off. And I, as a DM, I am going to say if it's not over by this particular round, something else is going to happen.
All right.
Do I notice something else?
Yeah, this is not that would end my turn now because
Okay.
I literally can't do anything else.
Well, it's not going to cause. It's not going to. You're not going to have to worry about dying as a result. You're not going to take any damage as a result of what's going to happen. But
I'm
something
assuming
is going to
guard.
happen. Huh?
I said I'm assuming guards basically is what I'm asking. Do I see people who are like running at us or something like that?
You see that the guy that ran away is speaking to the guard, but you guys are able to get another round in to try to either deter. Obviously, I'm not suggesting do a meta game here, but Gareth, you are able to observe that the guy that ran away is speaking to the guards, but as Lavender stabs this dude, you see that he's talking to the guards, and they're about to start heading over this direction.
Okay, I'll leave it be for right now. Hoping they finish it.
So Aaron, you are up.
I sigh. Well, I gave you chance after chance to back down, but it seems like you guys wouldn't, so I'm gonna up my games a little. I cast bonus action cast Hex on the guy that Lavender is currently targeting, and I'm going to make him have disadvantage on strength related checks. And next, I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast. Give me a second.
Okay, that's
Oh,
bonus
that's
action.
not
Right?
gonna hit.
Yeah, Hex is a no save. It just happens.
Yep. Deal until spending
I
just
roll-
extra. Okay. So if he doesn't hit him with Eldritch Blast, he takes an additional 1d6.
Yeah, essentially what Hex does is it grants him specifically a damage buff on that one target, and if they die, he can move it over to another target, and he also can cause some detrimental effect to their stats. So he is every time he takes a save to strength, it's always at disadvantage, and I think it's like a D4 extra of damage in Hex, I believe
D6.
right now. D6 right now. Okay.
Okay. So you are able to land this Eldritch Blast on. You're hitting the one that just got stabbed, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you are able to land your Eldritch Blast. I need you to roll for damage on it, and I believe it's 2d6.
1d6.
So 1d6, 1d10. 1d6, 1d10.
Yeah. Let me see. 1d6. That's 5. The 5 necrotic and 1 force.
Okay. So you deal a total of 6 damage to this guy.
That's correct.
All right. So this guy is very clearly hurt. He takes some damage, and his limbs start turning blue. His like a little, his face turns blue with this necrotic damage that's starting to, it hits him and it starts like visibly appearing on his face, and you can see that he is stumbling backwards and very, very much hurt.
I say something out loud.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of look over and go, maybe not murder a man in the streets. Maybe that's a little too far, guys.
Yeah, I just want to scare them off.
That's a... I'm pretty sure the bleeding should be internal, not outside of the body. You might want to hurry up. There's a point where self-defense becomes murder, guys.
So,
All right.
let's not hurt them.
All right, Char, you're
Yeah,
up.
I don't want to kill them exactly.
Hey, because like here's the thing, if you had rolled much higher on your Eldritch Blast, you would have killed the guy.
I am grossly aware.
Yeah, I'll point out for people, non-lethal rules only apply to weapons. Spells cannot be non-lethal. You cannot non-lethally catch somebody on fire.
What about
That's unfortunate.
what
I agree
about packed
with
weapons?
Ben.
Sorry?
What about packed weapons?
Packed weapons are weapons, so they're still able to be non-lethal. Like you can hit somebody in the head really hard. That's fine, usually game-wise. But the rule for non-lethal attacks is spells will always be lethal if you can get somebody down to 0, because again, you cannot non-lethally catch somebody on fire or laser them or hit them with the darkness and they'll survive.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So Char, you're up. You have you see in front of you. You see this guy that got hit with this particular Eldritch Blast, and he's very much hurt. The dude that's disarmed on one arm and very clearly trying to swing his legs and missing. He's a bit hurt, but he's very much still actively trying to attack. You saw Lavender took a solid hit to her arm. What would you like to do?
Char is going to move next to Lavender.
Okay. So are you able to? You want to move your? Show me where you're gonna move. You should be able to grab the icon and piece and
here, kind of.
So you. All right. So that's gonna be your whole movement right there.
Yeah. And he's gonna look towards the raider and say, "I really don't want to hurt you, Can you just go? Like,
Roll-
sincerely.
Roll persuasion at advantage.
So that means I roll twice, right?
Yes. So 2d20.
D22. That's an 18 and a 14, and I have a +3 to persuasion.
All right. So this you're able to convince this guy to get the hell out of Dodge. Like he's you know very very clearly not interested in fighting at this point, and he leaves the battle.
Quick question though. Is he screaming?
Yes, he's screaming. He's very much in pain, very much screaming, and he's just running away. He's going to be limping away, clutching his side after you stabbed his kidney out of him.
Okay, that is not good. That is not good.
So he's very much unhappy with the situation, to say the least.
Yeah, that's Char's turn, I think.
Okay, so Korak, you're up.
I point at the guy who just ran. Point at Lavender. I don't know how long she'll until she comes after you. Get out of here now.
Okay, roll a d20. The initial attempt to try to persuade this guy was very clearly not working.
I'm trying to go for a persuasion type thing.
So, I mean, just go ahead and roll. Like, unless you get a 1, like, you're gonna convince him. All right. Well, he's like, well, you know what? This isn't worth it. I'm just gonna leave. My buddies are gone. I'm done. And you're able to successfully dissuade any further fighting. So at this point,
Or so you think?
huh?
I should probably roll. It's my character trait. It's really bad with noises and people screaming, even if I caused it. Apologies.
Wait. So I'm confused. Are you wanting to take an action here, or?
I think Lavender would definitely want to, since they're both running off screaming and all that. They're in pain, right?
Yes.
Well, actually, never mind. They're running, so it wouldn't matter.
Okay. And Gareth, do you have any final words? Do you want to try to attack the fleeing parties, or?
Nope, I kind of swipe my hand and the big block of ice falls back into the river, and I stand up and I go, we should all be heading out, soon. Newcomer, if you would like to come with us, I'd be appreciative. I have a job prospect for you. And I will start moving towards the gate.
And, before you're able to get too far away, some guards approach and they yell at you, halt! You need to stay where you're at right now. You need to not go anywhere.
I turn around and ask, well, dear gentlemen, and why would that be? We are on some mission here, and we have time constraint. Can you please make this quick?
I need you to roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion at disadvantage.
And so this is the first roll and the second roll. Whoops.
Oh.
Here we go. There we go. All right. Sorry. What did you say to the guards again?
I say that we're kind of, sir, we're kind of here. We're kind of on a time-sensitive mission right now. Right now, those guys attacked us first. Can you not? Can this not take too much time?
He says. He comes up to you and says, "I just watched you throw something into that guy's body, and it caused him to make his face black and blue. You're gonna sit here and listen to us. We'll get you on your way shortly, but we got to figure out what exactly went on and what exactly happened." So he's not trying to arrest you at this point. But he is very clearly agitated because the first guy, very much clearly a crybaby, waterworks and all. He's just sobbing like, "Oh, they're killing my friends." It's like, "Why do you have a knife?" "Oh, we were just defending ourselves." So that's what happened to spur this guard out. So this guard approaches with the intent that if something goes wrong, he's willing to fight. But at this point he's willing to listen to you and willing to hear what you have to say.
All right. Well, let's give the lovely gentleman his time, and all of us can have this conversation in a very peaceful manner.
Agreed.
Yeah.
During
At this point, I would have ended rage.
during this time, Char is going to go up to Lavender and be like, "Excuse me, miss. I see that you're hurt. Can I do something about that?"
Are you a bard by any chance, or a druid?
I'm a cleric.
And I just kind of sigh to myself and go, "Fine, go ahead."
Char is going to probably put a one finger on wherever Lavender's wound is, and hold onto the pendant of the Moon Maiden and cast Cure Wounds on Lavender. And I'm rolling for it.
Well, you
That's-
don't need to roll for it. Like it's she's like, yeah, no, you heal her. So-
Max?
Yeah. Well, you healed 16, so.
Alright, yeah, that's Max.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Thank
forgot
you
they
very
upgraded
much.
all the healing spells in the game. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, that's a lot. It's like, damn.
I'm a potent healer.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that they doubled all healing spells because of reasons. But
So-
yeah. After Char heals Lavender, he's just gonna start running to Gareth and be like, "Mr. Gareth, Mr. Gareth, are you
Hold
okay?"
on, I'm trying to get this picture in my mind. How tall is he? Is he short?
But
He's 5'9".
the captain,
He's like,
All right.
5'9", I'm 5'11".
the guard,
Yeah.
Lavender is like sort of 6'6"-ish, 6'5", pretty big. So just like this kind of a slightly smaller guy who you said was kind of like a little, what's the word? Like he could use some food. Is that what he said? Just like this guy just comes up to me, it comes up to Lavender, just places a hand, just heals her wounds completely, and then just runs away towards this guy who's just previously sitting on this little ice chair, and she just thinks to herself, "Okay, step one, got adventure complete."
It's just the one meme of Tyler 1 looking up at that tall girl, and he's just like,
Yeah,
puts his hand up, like, "Heal wounds."
yeah, pretty much.
I look over and go, "You did a wonderful job. We'll deal with this and we'll be able to hell it out. Newcomer, I don't know your name specifically, but are you looking for any work?"
The newcomer is he's the guards. And these are the guards that are speaking with you.
I'm more talking about the new party member.
Oh.
Gareth hasn't heard the name of this person yet, so that's how he's
Okay.
going to address
Alright.
it and tell them.
Lavender would go, perhaps we should deal with this situation first. I may have overreacted a bit.
It'll take them a second to all regroup here. Just kind of want to get this done. Kind of being proactive. I'm willing to pay if you're willing to offer your services as detail.
Well, I suppose that highly depends on what quest you're offering. I care little for money. I am more interested in what services I will be asked to provide.
More
Please do not lie to me. I will kill you if you try that.
that would be interesting.
Let's not kill
and-
anyone.
And the guard is overhearing all of this, by the way.
I need more of the defending type, as you clearly noticed. I am very fragile and weak, and need somebody to protect me on my way.
Please, if you just need a guard to babysit you around the city, ask someone else. I am here for an actual adventure, something with high stakes and romance, something with danger. How much of that can you provide?
not going to be in the city. I don't much like it here. We are currently searching for an item said to be unreachable due to it being too dangerous.
I'd just be like, done. Yes, I will join you.
Sounds good to me.
The guard hearing this exchange, still expecting an answer, is visibly irritated that he has been ignored at this point after demanding an explanation from you, from all of you, and very visibly angry and upset, and is he hasn't spoken yet, but he's very visibly impatient and is expecting and is looking towards Gareth specifically, as he seems to be the leader in this particular group. And
my apologies. I was a guest here, and then your townsfolk, they, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they may need to be checked out. Simply attacked us, and well, I paid my detail, as you've seen. I've just hired another, and they defended me. It is only within my right for self-defense.
Well, self-defense only goes so far, and simply put, shoving a sword within the man's stomach does not necessarily qualify as self-defense. There are other ways to go about it outside of attempting to kill a man.
Like getting people to get away before anyone is permanently killed?
Gareth kind of gives like a glance, like maybe not the greatest time, but looks over to the guard and goes, "You are absolutely correct, and I understand that my group have went way too far, and I will deal with that punishment myself. I will dock their pay, or something even worse. But let me handle that. You have too much on your plate as it is."
And the guard himself walks through all of you and approaches Gareth specifically, and leaving. So he came with a detail of 4 guards with him, but he motioned for the other 4 guards to stay and keep an eye on the others. And he walks up towards you, and he gets close, face to face with you, and he says to you quietly, "I heard you mention an ancient artifact. I think I know exactly what you were speaking of."
All right. Well, you know that I'd love to be on my way to go do that.
And he says, I would highly recommend, as the captain of this guard, that you go and meet with the guildmaster first. You will find it beneficial before you start your adventure, before you start your attempt at this, what I believe you are going to do. Many men have died attempting to do what you are trying to do. As I said, go meet with the guildmaster. His name is Bramblefoot. Tell him that Captain Lysan Dreth sent you. And he reaches out his hand, and he, not as a handshake, but he kind of like holds out his hand as if he's trying to give you something.
I will kind of give a glance down and take whatever he's giving me.
Okay, and I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share an image with you real quick.
Okay.
As of right now, you are the only one that is able to see this. You can choose whether or not to share it to everybody else. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Okay. So he places that emblem into your hand, and and he looks at you. He doesn't look at you necessarily expectantly, but he looks at you and he seems to act in some sort of way, because upon knowing that you are aware of this ancient amulet, he is not so subtly trying to recruit you for something.
Okay. I will take the item, and then I will kind of look up and with a smile, trying to make sure that I'm not like not giving off too much and go, I will take it in consideration.
See that you do, and see that you do not cause trouble again. I will ensure that these people receive the medical care, and I will see to it that they are punished for. It seems that they attacked you, and you attacked them back. I will see that they are punished appropriately, but it seems like they've already been so.
Yes, I appreciate it. Now I will go speak to my group about what our next steps are.
So, and then he turns and he motions his guards to walk away, and they move back towards the castle gates, and leaving the four of you there standing on this bridge.
Kind of give a good stretch, pocketing the coin. For some reason, I feel like I should be able to do like normal people magic tricks, but I feel like that's too much. He'll just kind of pocket the item and looks over to the group and goes, "I think we should all have a conversation, but you all did quite well."
Well, thank you for your approval.
Is there a place
Well-
that's amenable to all of our kind here?
Perhaps we. Where am I staying? Where's my home at in Stonecall?
Stonecall. So
Yeah.
basically, outside of the castle gates of Stonecall, it is pretty much where all the residences are. Inside of the actual castle gates, you'll have the Order of the Scholars of Deneir, the Order of Deneir, and then you'll have the actual castle itself, and then maybe some military institutions. There's no specific residences that do not belong to these scholars or royalty. So you'll have various buildings that might have like inns and merchants and whatnot outside of these castle gates that's sprawling outside of this ring, but this particular bridge is what will connect you to that like merchant district and residential district. But as of right now, this bridge is where you're standing.
We can talk in my home. I belong to an order that's also looking for the amulet, so we can discuss there.
Ooh, an amulet, you say? Sounds like fun.
All interesting. Let's head over. I think we should all get to know each other a little bit more formally.
Yeah, and afterwards I can treat you to take you to the local pub. The owner's my friend.
Sounds
Food?
good.
Okay.
So
So where are you guys going at this point?
we're going to his house.
All right, you guys go to Aaron's home, which I do not have any specific knowledge or detail of that specific home. So unless you have unless you want to describe the home yourself, I am happy to come up with something.
Well, Aaron's home is a rather humble residence. It is a small. It is a small. How do I say this? You know, one of those little stereotypical houses you see in American TV show. Yeah, that's kind of Aaron's house. It has a white. It's painted white with a small porch on the side where he grows his own food, and inside is a living room, one main bedroom, a guest bedroom, a living room, and a small kitchen where the kitchen that comes with a small bar that I am leading everyone to sit at.
Is your house that you're describing going to be more modern in nature?
No, not exactly modern. Like more, it's imagine what I described and put it in a more fantasy setting.
Okay. So as you guys traverse back towards this residential and merchant district, you do still experience these glances and looks of not necessarily disdain, but of discomfort. People seem to be some of these people that you are passing witness this particular fight, and they are wary of the five of you. considering you fought 3 humans, and they seem to have. There seems to have been a rumor spread around rather quickly of Gareth, who simply sat behind this block of ice and observed the fight from far back. They seem to look at you as being the leader of this particular group, and especially as you're one of the more, you stand out a bit more, looking the least human of the group. So these people are continuously getting out of the way, giving you random glances of discomfort and confusion, and not really sure what to think of you here at this point. They did see the guards approach and then leave you alone. So there's some degree of confusion about you and about this party. There's some people that recognize Aaron that. Upon seeing you guys, they're much more. They seem to be much more understanding, but there's significant confusion occurring. As you guys approach Aaron's home, more on the outskirts of these towards the edge of the residential area before you start getting into the farmlands, you see this short home. It's got a straw roof, and it's a little pathway leading up to it, and the home itself is made out of stones, and it's built up a little bit.
What a quaint little home.
It's a quaint little home for sure. And as you guys enter the building, you'll see that it extends back quite a bit. There's a couple of bedrooms in there. There's a place there's a pot hanging from the ceiling on the side of the home. You see a nice long table. It's not a poor person's home, but it's not a rich person's home either. It's very much it's quite humble.
What a nice place to live. I hope it is quiet around here. Is it?
Yeah, it is. That's why I chose this place as a safe house.
Any intruders ever?
Well, I said unlocking the door and letting everyone in. Welcome to my humble home. I'll get you everyone a drink and we can talk this out.
So you guys enter his home, and then what do you do next?
Find a place to sit, and I kind of will keep myself. Is it like dark in here, or like what's going on in here?
So there is the light from outside is illuminating it to a certain degree. It's a bit dark in there. Aaron walks in, and I assume he lights some candles that illuminate the place, and he has various magical candles that shine brighter than your average candle would, lighting it up a fair amount.
Oh, pretty. I just lean against the wall.
So,
Char also stays standing.
nice to meet everyone. That was definitely something. The guard, I guess, let us off with a warning, I assume. But I think it's a good time for all of us to meet each other properly. Kind of look around the room. My name is Gareth. I am a wizard of many magics, and I care to go on this journey, but as you see, I'm not the best when it comes to fighting, and I need you and others to assist me. I believe that's a good explanation of me right now. My companion, would you like to go next?
I'm Char. I'm currently employed by Mr. Gareth. I'm just here to help him with whatever he needs until the Moon Maiden says not to. Anybody else would like to go.
I suppose I must ask, Gareth, why did you sit out this battle? You claim to be so weak, yet I do not take wizards to be that weak. They tend to be quite an annoyance.
Um, that's interesting. Most usually take us as weak or defenseless, and I like to keep people thinking that. It helps when they're surprised.
Useful enough. That is understandable. Best to save your strongest attack for the last resort and all that.
Correct.
I am Lavender. I've come to this city, as I've already said, to seek some adventure. And you seem interested enough.
Adventure is what we can provide. All right. Anyone else?
Korak, I want you to roll a perception check real quick. As Lavender's speaking, I want you to roll a perception check.
Perception.
As Lavender is speaking, you notice her sword, and it's looks unlike any you've ever seen before.
I must say, that's a quite unique blade.
Oh, I would certainly at this point be taking it out and be notice the blood specks on it. Kind of can make a grimace face and start wiping it down with a cloth from my back or whatever. Or whatever's close to
I'm
second, honestly.
basically prepared to cast mend. May I?
Oh, what? I'm sorry, what did you say?
I basically am preparing to cast mend. May I?
No, so
No.
cast mend. It's not damaged. It just has blood on it.
I would
Ah,
certainly,
okay.
at that point, I would kind of give a little bit of a glare. No, you may not touch this sword. It is from my
Take it
homeland,
away.
and that's all you should know.
Very well.
Miss Lavender, how's your arm doing?
Hmm. As, your magic may be a little weak, but it worked its well enough. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But tell me, have you ever considered other forms of magic? Or are you stuck in your ways, worshipping some god?
From what I've learned in my life, the Moon Maiden gave me hope, and I'm not in the position to let go of it just yet.
I suppose that is fair enough. I cannot fault that.
Do you in any way use magic?
Hmm. Well, I've been known to have flare-ups now and then. Certainly in the midst of battle, when everything gets too loud. Sometimes vines or something else might sprout around me. It seems to work out.
Interesting.
Well,
But tell me, Korak, you seem highly interested in my sword. Do you have any special items of your own?
Yes, I do. That's part of why I came with this. I basically pull out of my bag this old looking claw of some sort with six sort of slots down the center, almost like something can fit in within it. I don't know much about it. It's a bit beyond me right now, but I've seen in ancient writings it known as Claw of Korak. It's a bit of a mystery, and I felt with you guys on going into this sort of old places, I might be able to find more.
If you happen to
May
have
I?
The
Oh, sorry,
the
may I
claw,
try
the
and
claw of Koros. The claw of Koros.
chorus?
Oh,
Yeah, it's not.
May
Yeah.
I try an Arcana
You went
check
to
on it?
names.
Could I do Arcana check on it? See if I can tell anything just from looking at it.
So, Korak, you're in control. You have possession of this artifact. Do you want to give it to Lavender?
I do.
All right, and then you said you want to do a arcane check on it.
Yeah.
Arcana check. All right, go ahead and roll.
Oh, that's shit.
You are also not able to tell anything about it. It looks like a really cool, metal gauntlet.
Hmm.
Just kind of look at it. Could I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Gareth, and I'm assuming Lavender hands this gauntlet over to you.
Yeah.
So you take in hand this gauntlet, and you immediately. I'm assuming because you're a white dragonborn, you have some affinity over ice, right?
Yep, I have resistance dice, and I have built my character to be very ice themed.
So, upon holding this gauntlet, it immediately begins to light up with using one of the spots on this gauntlet begins to emanate a bright white light, and it starts forming ice crystals, not in such a way as to prevent it from actually being used, but it does begin to take some degree of hold on it, like some ice affinities to it. Being in such close proximity to you, it activates to some degree. And
I would even say the cloth itself almost turns a bit whitish blue.
Okay.
All right, that's interesting. If you'd like me to give you more information, I need a pearl of some sort, but I don't happen to have one on me. It's back at home.
So
I take it back and just put it away.
you put it away. This gauntlet continues to remain this white and blue colored. It doesn't seem to be that this magic doesn't seem to be dissipating at all. But you choose to put it away. Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So after following this, the only two people I believe haven't introduced themselves is Aaron and Korak.
Yep.
I just introduced myself.
Oh, you
yeah.
did. Okay. So then Aaron and
I'm the only one left.
Yep.
I bow and say, "Oh well, I'm really honored to meet you and welcome you to my humble home. Anyways, as I told Gareth before, me and him have the same goals. We are both looking for an ancient amulet that is said to contain fiendish powers, but we are not exactly sure about where it is and what it can do exactly. We just know that it is extremely powerful. Now, as for how I came to know this information, I work for the Odin's family, a powerful family of scholars who study the amulets, and hence why I know it. And,
Aaron, I'm going to stop you right there real quick. I want you to roll an active perception check.
Perception. Okay. 16.
All right. At this point, you recognize that there is someone listening in on your conversation.
I suddenly I raise my hand suddenly. Who's there? I yell as I shot an eldritch blast in that direction.
I guess roll to hit.
Oh, not one.
You successfully defend straight one of your chairs, and nothing happens.
I get kind of sigh to myself as he does this.
No, someone's listening into us. Us. You go. Open your ears. Ears. I'm pretty sure there's someone listening in. I said as I manifested a glaive from my hand.
Oh. Mr. Gareth, get behind me. It seems there's more company here than intended.
We'll make a perception check.
I'll get behind you. But
Ooh.
once I do,
You also can tell that there is someone close by, but no other action is being taken. They are simply listening.
Could I try a perception check? Or would I notice?
Are you asking me what you notice?
Oh, can I do a perception check and see if I can figure out any
You can
information?
do a perception. If everyone wants to do a perception check, you guys can.
I will also do a perception check.
Alright, 16.
Oh, it's not good. A 13.
Okay. All of you are able to recognize and realize that there is someone close by. That there is someone close by, except for Gareth. Gareth just thinks that you guys are all being crazy at the moment.
Yeah.
But
I just tried it.
nobody notices. Nobody. So yeah. So Aaron, Korak, Lavender, and Char all recognize that there is someone close by. They can perceive that there's someone close by, but you don't know where they are and you don't know what they're doing. But you can, at least Korak and Aaron and Lavender are able to recognize that they're being listened. They're being someone's listening in on the conversation.
Could I try an investigation check to try to figure out where it's coming from, where we're being listened to from?
Sure.
Yeah, me.
Would my
Alright.
net 20 let me know?
Stick.
You look around and you look at the chair that went through the window and you don't see anything.
I also make an investigation.
You look around and you're able to see that there's some sort of left behind. Like you sense that there was some sort of magic left behind. You were able to tell that someone had at one point been there, but they're no longer where they were. So, but you were able to look around and find out where they were, but they're not there anymore.
Well, they seem to have wrong way.
interesting.
I don't trust this.
Maybe we
But-
should get a move on or find some other place to be if this place is, compromised.
Yeah.
Or perhaps we
That's
should
what
stay
I
here
was
longer,
thinking.
see if they'll come back.
Is that a trap?
Or we can just hit them really hard. That also seems to work.
We don't have to hurt them. We could just talk to them,
But
If you wish.
I have some information before we decide to choose anything else. The guard imparted on me a symbol of sorts and informed us to speak with somebody before we went off. And I will put the coin on the table.
You go ahead and send the image to the chat,
Will do.
or I can do it too if you don't have it immediately available.
Yeah, I just had to save it, and that's it. I'm good. I was about to soil the garlic bread chat. I would never.
The Send Nudes channel.
I would never.
Honestly, that channel's such a meme. It's great.
I'm so happy that channel exists. I joined in and I was like, oh no.
For those of
And
you
then
listening at home, it is not actual nudes. It's just a bunch of
Yeah,
garlic
yeah.
bread.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, and then I opened up the channel, it was all garlic bread, and it's like,
And you're
oh,
like, oh
yeah.
yay! And you just kept scrolling. It's like, okay, it's garlic bread, garlic bread, garlic bread. This looks great.
I've been on a diet, and so when I seen that, I was like, fuck, man, garlic bread sounds so goddamn good right now.
So, anyway, Gareth places this emblem on the table.
Can I try a history check? I believe certain people I may have run into may have known it or had it, or perhaps not.
Yeah, roll it at disadvantage because I don't believe that you would have any history with it, but there is a
Yeah.
chance you might have come in contact with someone that.
All
that
right,
did.
I'll roll twice. 1, 6, and okay, so
Okay, you have seen someone with this
19.
emblem.
Sorry, 19 and sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So,
19 and 17, I think.
yeah. So
Or where did it go?
your roll is 17.
Yeah.
You're able to, you do recognize this particular emblem. You have seen specific diplomats during your time in the Rishali Kingdom. You did see some certain diplomats in passing holding this particular emblem, but you didn't know exactly what it meant or what it was.
Interesting.
Can I try to see if I recognize it?
Who is it? This is Aaron.
Yes.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and roll
History, right?
history check. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't recognize it at all. You, given your background, you are engaged in other pursuits that have nothing to do with whatever this is. So you do not recognize this.
all right.
Does anybody recognize this coin, perhaps?
Oh, I think I've seen it before. No idea what it is. though.
I'm going to roll history.
Korak, you think you might have seen this somewhere, but you don't really recognize this. Like you work with a lot of various different artifacts and emblems, and you see a lot of different symbols, but this one is unfamiliar to you.
This must be a very rare sort of coin.
All right. Well, I expected a bit more of an answer, but that's okay. Even I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I don't think you can roll the history check.
I didn't roll a history check, and I realized that I've been playing it as I don't know what this is, and I feel like me rolling a history check would be invalidated because I actually do have good intelligence, so I don't want to roll it just to keep up with I have zero fucking clue what this is. So just
That's
to keep the
fair.
roleplay correct, I'm just gonna say I have no clue what this is and refuse to roll.
All right.
But yeah, I kind of just, well, I expected a bit more, but that's completely fair. Even I don't know what's going on with this. However, I was informed that before we go on our quest, we should speak with the guild master. But I would leave that choice to all of you, as you are all more capable when it comes to this sort of work.
Anyways, I still haven't finished introducing myself, but I guess we can do it in a
Hell yeah. A lot of things keep happening.
Just as speaking as the DM, the way you were introducing yourself, I think I believe that your character would have more discretion with who they share that information with, right?
Yeah, I haven't told him everything about my character.
Well, considering you were talking about your connection with a particular the Odin's family, right? The Odin's family is significant in this for your backstory, and considering the rest of your backstory, you would think it would be a little bit more hush hush about that sort of thing, rather than as opposed to like sharing that openly with someone that you just met.
Yeah, I just tell them about my connection with the Odin family. That's enough to let them know that I have a reason to work with them.
Okay. All right.
But well,
So, what do you all suggest we do next?
wherever the Moon Maiden guides us. But really, it's wherever you want to go, Mr. Gareth.
This guildmaster might be a good help, at least see what he knows more than anything, even if I don't know how much we should. Let's see what he knows before we go on.
All right. Is
All right.
everybody in agreement to this?
I suppose
Yeah.
so.
What time is it right now?
So at the current time, it's approximately like 2 to 3 p.m. Yeah, about 2 to 3 p.m.
All right. I say we head over, pick up supplies after, and be on our way.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
All right. Well, does anybody know where we'd be heading to? I'm not used to this city.
This is my first time too.
It is also my first time.
Aaron would know.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'm trying to add people in.
Aaron, go ahead and roll an intelligence check real quick, just for the hell of it. I just want.
Intelligently. 9.
Me looking at the
I have a rough idea. You have a rough idea. Yeah, Aaron has a rough idea where the guild, where the adventurers guild is.
Yeah, I'll lead the way, and if we don't, if I get lost, let's ask around.
all
I would
right.
hope you know better how to navigate your own city.
Yep, that's
Well,
kind of what I was thinking.
Well, I'm of a city folk, never having to. I have not traveled far in quite a while, though I did live on the streets, so yeah, I'm basically spent all my life in the city, so I don't know much about how to travel outside of it.
I assume we're still in...
Yeah.
All right.
Is this...
Well, then we can head on then.
All right, and that's probably where we're gonna end the session today, because we're at the 3-hour mark, and it seems like it's a good place to stop. Unless you guys want to continue. If you guys want to continue, we can. I just gotta go take a piss.
I'm down for whatever.
Me too.
About half an
I-
hour. That sound good?
I also do need to take a piss.
So you said a half hour?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a break, and then we'll come back, and then I'm happy to do another hour or so. There's a definitive stopping point I want to get to, but yeah, but we haven't, you guys haven't gotten there yet, but yeah. So but there's a couple more encounters, not battle encounters, but like a couple more people to talk to.
I see.
So
Sounds great.
my takeout is here. I'm gonna take a while to get it.
all right, we'll be back here in about a half hour.
Right.
Oh, I meant. Yeah.
I'll be chilling.
Mhm.
Stop streaming.